Hey, my army, are you guys ready for my Japan content? Well, let's not take too long. Let's roll right in. Now, Wei did do a lot of traveling by train, but we didn't actually do a lot of overnights. We did one major trip during our stay in Japan that we went to Kyoto. Kyoto was really awesome. It was really cool. For some reason in my head, I thought it was going to be like a small village because has a lot of heritage stuff in it. It has a lot of more classic Japanese styling and stuff. And so I was really excited to go there, thinking it was like, oh, just like a cute little village. No. It's like a huge city, apparently. And it was distinctly a huge city when we got there. So we stayed there for about 4 days and we did a lot of stuff over there. We're walking up to the temple. It's a very uphill walk. I'll go in more detail about. This is now a shrine. So a shrine is different. These are tories. Very pretty. And we decided to stay at what was a more traditional Japanese hotel, Hotel Ida. This is the scary little alley we go down to get to our hotel. Don't worry, it's not scary. It's perfectly safe. Look, lights. We look for Hotel Ida. One vending machine and we made it. And honestly, they were really great. The room was small, but it was very traditional. It was very cute. Lots of the kind of regular creature comforts you would have, except no bath and no shower. It was communal bath and communal shower because it was a bath house below, which was interesting to say the least. I found it interesting. Just come in the room. They've got the sink for washing your hands, little mini fridge, shoes, little closet. Open the door. Ooh, this is the room. It's so little and cute. Closet, little tory mats. These are the beds. Yes, you sleep on the floor. Just deal with it. TV, air conditioner, tea, coffee. I take it this is the window to nothing. Ooh la la. More closets. Extra bedding. Yay, that's it. My mission in Japan was just to embrace the things. This is a traditional Japanese breakfast. Miso soup, veggies, probably a little potato salad, pickled veggies, egg, more veggies, cooked fish, salads, tofu soup. Mix, dip the tofu soup, and we get a bowl of rice. Rather than be like, oh, I was just going, no, we're just going to embrace this for now and have fun with it and see how it goes. And honestly, it really was a great way to approach the trip. Another really fun, but kind of weird, but cool thing about Japan is that the manhole covers are all different. Like, I know sometimes manhole covers here are different and they have different markings on them, but like there they legitimately were all different. They were kind of decorative and interesting. They had different themes and slightly different structures depending on what city you were in and what area of that city you were in. Now, I did read online that you can see some really crazy ones in Tokyo. We didn't have that much time distinctly in Tokyo, but I did look around for all the ones I could find. They have ones that look like Pokemon or anime characters and all sorts of things. So it was really fun to kind of have this like little side mission of everywhere we go, what does this manhole cover look like? Let's get a picture of it and a little video. So here you go. I hope you enjoy my shoes and all the lovely manhole covers. What can I say? I just wanted to collect things. Now this might sound a little crazy, but meh. So being as that Japan literally sits on several fault lines and they have a lot of earthquakes. Not that I wanted there to be an earthquake while I was there, but being that we live in Vancouver, BC, Canada, we live near a fault line. And ever since I was little in school, we would do earthquake drills all the time. They were constantly teaching you, reminding you, and practicing what to do in the event of an earthquake. I kind of felt like, you know what, if we're in Japan, it would be nice, it'd be cool to have the opportunity to actually feel what an earthquake is like. They're very minor, and they handle them much differently than they do here. When there's an earthquake, all their phone systems send out an alert if it's over a certain magnitude and if it lasts longer than a minute, notifying you that you need to take precautions. Other than that, if that doesn't go off, don't move around too much and just kind of wait for it to pass. They can last for 30 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute, which I can tell you is really freaking weird. When it happened, we were all in my brother's apartment. It was in the evening, and all of a sudden, you could hear the doors. So the doors in Japan, a lot of them are just the sliding doors in the more traditional older buildings, and so they rattle in their tracks. So the doors started rattling, and it literally felt like the earth below you was like woo, like waves, and it was doing this, and like the whole building was too. And you would think it'd feel like because like bricks and stuff are not meant to move like that, but no, everything felt super fluid. It was so strange of a feeling, but I'm so glad that I got to experience that. But it was definitely kind of alarming to sit there and look at my mom and look at my brother and be feeling this for a good like 30 seconds and be like, oh, we're just gonna sit here. Okay. Turns out it was a 5.4 magnitude earthquake that was about 140 kilometers up and left of us. Probably about a 4 magnitude by the time it got to us, which is a pretty regular kind of earthquake for Japan. So that was really interesting. There was another earthquake while we were there. Roughly 2 days later, we were all asleep, and for whatever reason, I woke up like maybe 30 seconds to a minute before it happened. And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I start feeling like a little bit of shake, 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 and a little bit of the rolly feeling again. And I'm like, oh, that would be another earthquake. They're both sleeping. I won't bother them. Gave it a few more seconds, you know. I think it only lasted again for like 20 seconds to 30 seconds. And it subsided, and that was that. So I went, oh, okay, cool. I looked it up and marked it down, and then just went back to bed. Somewhat uneventful, but still super interesting. I just found it kind of cool that they do something different and how they approach earthquakes. And it was definitely interesting to get to experience that feeling, because until you have, I don't think you quite understand what that's going to feel like. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in for my next Japan video coming next week. Bye for now.